Alright, so in this video I'm going to optimize, but I'm going to optimize, quote me on that, an ad that I ran. It was an in-stream ad, and then I'm going to go ahead and optimize an in-display ad. Okay, so we're going to actually start with in-display and then go with in-stream. Following videos and final videos, actually, I'm going to tell you how to scale up and keep split testing, because guys, it's important. I know it's a bit hard to split test videos because it basically means you need to make another video every time, but there are things that you can optimize that are not the video in itself. I'm going to talk about creatives, and yeah, we're going to talk about optimizing and scaling up, because there are two ways you can scale up. I call them horizontally and vertically, and how you can also split testing. Split testing is really important. I need to at least touch on it. So let's go with this. Let's go with this ad. Okay. I don't know this one actually. It was a Shopify ad. So I think I used it as an example, but basically I taught people, how to create a Shopify store. So that's an e-commerce store where people can process orders, send physical goods, etc., track everything from stocks to etc. And it's ridiculously cheap, it's ridiculously good. And so I show people how to set it up, and then I send these people to an affiliate link, basically, to sign up with Shopify. Made me money. Okay, made me money. So if I had to, let's just take an ad. I think those two are basically different videos. I'm going to take the one that has spent the most. Let's go with ad group 1. And so you get to see in ad group 1 I have 2 videos. And I'm going to touch on split testing because it's important. But look at this. There's a split test going on here that's quite obvious. One of them is red, has a red thumbnail, and the other one has a purple thumbnail. That's the only difference. Okay, the creative is the same, I think, unless I had a typo in there. The video is not the same, but that doesn't really change when it comes to click-through rates, etc. I just had an intro here because I realized from my data that a lot of viewers dropped out. They left within the first few minutes. Well, not most, but a good number. So I added a punchy intro, and it definitely helped. So what to look for when it comes to split testing? This is quite hard to say because there's a lot, but you know what? Let's just go ahead. So take one of your videos, okay? No, let's actually start with video targeting. Click on video targeting. Going to get a lot of options, but that's AdWords. For you, the easiest way you learn is just by jumping in. So video targeting. That's, by the way, for both videos. If you just want to see the targeting for one video, go ahead and choose it. But since I was using the same keywords, etc., I'm pretty sure they're going to be tell the same story. So when it comes to age, people 18 to 24 have made the most have had the most impressions, even more than unknown. Unknown are people that don't have a YouTube account. It goes to show how many people have a YouTube account. But the view rate, they tend to click less than people 65 plus. That's because old people click on ads a bit more often than young people. I think they're a bit, I wouldn't say naive, but a lot of ads are quite annoying online, and this is annoying too. Get out. Stop, you idiot. Okay, and so that doesn't say much. And you want to know why it doesn't say much? It doesn't say much because I'm an idiot. I didn't add a conversion tracker, mostly because I couldn't, since there was an affiliate page. So what you would do in order to optimize your video is you check these columns, okay? And right here you have status, impression, views, view rate, average cost per view cost, okay? But if you head to add a column. You can click on conversions, and so it's going to add a column. Actually, it's going to add a lot of columns, but everything related to conversions. And let's say you have here 18 to 24 has made 3 conversions, and 25 to 34 has made 6 conversions. Even though you have more views and more impressions for age 18-24, it seems rather obvious that your video is performing better with this age range. So what you would do, if you're getting enough traffic to begin with, is remove the worst performing. Now, if it's 5 and 3, then you should run a bit more data to be sure, but you would delete all the other ones that don't perform and just target the audience that performed. And this is why, by the way, it's really important to also take a look at conversions, because if you have 3 conversions here and 3 conversions in the 65 plus, then obviously 65 plus is converting at a much higher rate, since you have much less views, 11 compared to 73. So taking a look at this is going to teach you a lot about your market. Honestly, like, I was expecting 18 to 24 to do well, but I wasn't expecting to do it, for this age range to do as well. And as a matter of fact, they don't convert as well as 25-34 and 35-44. That's because, disposable income. I mean, I'm in that age bracket, 18-24, and I have a lot of disposable income, but I'm quite the exception when it comes to this rule. Gender, male is going to kill everything, of course. Yes, but not by that far. Well, but quite far, but not that far. So women cost less per view, but we're getting a bit less impression. So that's why conversions is really important. Conversions is actually the only thing you need to take a look at. It really is. Parental status, we don't even care. But interests is going to be, we haven't done by interests. We've done by demographics and keywords. So if we head to keywords, those are the keywords that brought views to this ad. So let me take a look. E-commerce, website design brought 15,000 impressions, and I can't wrap my head around that. Would you type in YouTube e-commerce website design? I wouldn't. It's just too long. But for some reason, it has a high view rates, quite high. It has an okay cost per view. But again, conversions, we can't say. So e-commerce website is the second one. That makes sense. 10,000 impressions to 25 views. So the view rate is about twice as low as the first keyword, right? Doesn't mean it wouldn't convert, but it's something to take a look at. Now, what else? This, for example, you'll notice, but that's a recurring, that the higher the view rate is, the lower the cost per view is. That's because basically the more people click on your ad, the cheaper Google is going to make that ad for you, because they want to encourage you to make good ads that get action and interact, and that users interact with. And all of these other keywords are obvious, and all the other ones after that are not relevant because they've got so few impressions. They have a few, but they have almost no views. And this one, for example, has an average cost per view of 6 cents, which I don't understand. There's a lot of data that you won't understand, but honestly, it usually doesn't matter. So that's how you optimize. It's a bit more complex than that, but you're going to learn that by learning. Basically, track conversions. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that now, actually. Let's do that as a bonus. Track conversions. If someone's offering... Actually, track conversions, but especially track cost per conversion, and then use that as your only metric. Okay, if you see something that has a low cost per conversion and is getting traffic, is getting impressions, then you need to put your money on that once you have enough data to make sure. Okay, so in order to add a conversion,